Hello class, welcome to our next topic that we will be talking about. This section is natural selection. So, as always, let's start by defining what natural selection is. It's always important to define things just so we're on the same page. So, natural selection. Uh, our definition is the organisms with a competitive advantage in their environment will have more access to resources and are more likely to survive and produce offspring. It is also known as survival of the fittest. So let's break this down because it's a long definition. So we know what organisms are. They're any kind of living, it's a type of living thing. So we have big organisms like giraffes. We ourselves as humans are organisms. A competitive advantage. So to compete is to try to win or lose. So when we're playing soccer or any kind of game, we are competing. So competitive comes from that root of compete and then advantage. So a competitive advantage, for example, in soccer might be that someone, or let's do basketball. A competitive advantage in basketball is that someone is taller than another player. So if, let's say, I'm playing against someone who is 7 foot tall, they are a whole foot taller than me, and their advantage is their height. Their competitive advantage is their height. So organisms with a competitive advantage in their environment will have more access to resources. So in their specific environment, that means that we're in a defined area. We'll be able to get more resources. Oh, mainly that's food, mainly food to get more resources and are more likely to survive. So to keep on living and produce offspring, which is just have more children or more animals. So the survival of the fittest is the simple way to say it, as the people who are or not the people, the organisms that are the fittest, the best suited for their environment will survive. So let's look at an example of giraffes. So the giraffes with the longer necks can reach taller leaves, as we can see. So these two guys look a little bit shorter. Their necks are definitely shorter than the guy on the left, and they can't quite reach the leaves on the top of this tree. So the ones with the shorter necks have less food to eat. They can really only eat what's on the ground, not even what's in this tree. So over multiple generations, the giraffes with these longer necks survive and produce offspring. So we can see, sadly, one of the giraffes dead that had a short neck, and maybe this is a parent, and this is their child, their baby, uh, their offspring being able to eat these tall leaves. Let's look at another example. So we have some uh, bugs and birds. So there are a variety of yellow and green bugs. We can even see these birds saying that they love these green beetles. They're so happy. So the birds can only see, oh, sorry, green bugs, not greed, green bugs, because the yellow ones blend in with the environment. For whatever reason, the bird's eyes cannot see this difference in the yellow bug and this background. So they only are eating these green bugs. So I would encourage you guys to pause the video and think what will happen to this population of bugs. Their next slide says that the yellow bugs uh, have had more offspring while the birds continue to eat the green ones. So we can see that there are clearly more yellow bugs in this picture than the green ones. So if this continues to happen, this same trend of our green ones being eaten and our yellow ones surviving, what's going to happen? Again, I encourage you to pause the video to think. So after the birds continue to eat the green ones until all the green ones are gone and we only have yellow ones. So all our green bugs are gone. We have a whole new uh, not a whole, we have a very different looking population than before. So what was the yellow bug's competitive advantage? I would say it was their color. So the thing that made them different is they were able to, or how did their color help them survive? They were able to hide from the birds. They were able to camouflage. Camouflage is a way of mimicking or having the same color as your environment so that someone cannot see you. Humans wear a lot of camouflage when they go hunting and they have like green and different shades of green and maybe some sticks on their clothes to look like the woods. But that's what these bugs did is they looked like their background, their environment, so that they would not be eaten by the birds. So an overall summary, organisms with a competitive advantage will survive better than the ones who don't. And our examples are our giraffes with our long necks and our bugs with their camouflage. So I hope these examples were able to help describe natural selection a little bit better. And if you have any questions, as always, please let me know.